It sure was one of the craziest weeks and months so far in 2024. Hey there, Tamir from FIBONACCI here. Weekly, monthly market recap. Like, subscribe, and let's see the charts. In this special weekly market recap, we'll go over the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. So don't go anywhere. Hit the like, subscribe, no fast forward. We will start with the SPY. What a Friday we had. Went all the way down, retesting the upper border of the yellow zone, the 518. Went up, back up. We are still under a bearish sentiment on the daily because since Thursday, May 23rd, each and every candle that goes by, we still have lower lows and lower highs. But Friday's candle, this engulfing candle, will be a very important candle for the coming week. This is how the SPY ended up the week. Last week we talked about this doji that might signal a trend reversal. We do have on the weekly lower highs, lower lows. Now the 516 area is the support on the weekly. Below it 506. The 533, 534 is the resistance, breaking up and above, and we will see long continuation towards 565. And the monthly, look at May. If you sold in May and went away, you missed 5% to the upside on May. 5 is a Fibonacci number. Now on the monthly, 491 is the support. Look at this in the past 3 months. March, April, and May, the 490, 492 area is the support. 433 is the resistance. Long continuation. And on the monthly, we might even see during 2024, 650 on the SPY. Let me know in the comments below. Can we get 650 by the end of 2024? QQQ, we will start with the daily. Same as the SPY, went all the way down, retesting the upper border of the yellow zone, the 442 area as support. As I always say, according to the FTI, the most important area of support and resistance is the yellow zone. We are mixed signals on the Qs. We still have lower highs and lower lows in the past week or so on the QQQ, on the daily. On the weekly, it looks like this. What do we have? We broke massively below previous week's lows. We have lower low, lower highs on the weekly. Now, the 441 area is the support. Below it, 435. And then we have this gap at the 427 on the daily, on the Qs. On the monthly, QQQ overall gained 6.15% to the upside. The 415 on the monthly. Look left, trade right. What do we see? Since February, 4 months, the 415 area is a very important area of support. Breaking below, and we will see 380. Long continuation, bullish continuation on the QQQ. And can we get 590 by the end of 2024? Another 27%? Can we get it? Let's see. Never say never. Never say never when it comes to the stock market. Look at the Dow Jones on the monthly. Basically 5 months already since January, holding above the 372, below the 400. Very, very tight price action on the Dow Jones. Below the 375 on the monthly, we will go retest the 353. If we zoom in on the daily, you remember this doji? We talked about this doji, and we said we are expecting a bounce from this doji, from this trend line, because we know that the doji of a trend line is the most important and the most significant signal with the highest probability of what might come, a trend reversal. And here we are. This gap and this gap filled, also this gap, 3 gaps in one candle. Now back inside the yellow zone, the 50% retracement. Now the 388 on the Dow Jones on the daily is the resistance. On the weekly, it looks like this. Touched, bounce, doji on the weekly of a trend line. If we zoom out a little bit more, on the monthly, the Dow Jones between the 371 and the 400. Above the 400, we will get 435. below the 371, we will get 353. IWM on the monthly, look at this, very tight price action. Since beginning of 2024, not much of a price action. The 190 is the support, the 205, 210 is the resistance. Inside candle on the monthly, which means nothing. It is what it is. No price action on the IWM, on the Russell 2000. The upper border of the yellow zone acts once again as a very tough resistance. The 207 area, very tough resistance. Breaking below the 194, and we'll see 188, 175. We need at least 2-3 weeks closing above the 206, and then we will get a bullish run towards 217 and 236. This is how it looks. And the weekly, look at this. This is an inside candle. Once we break the monthly candle into 4 weekly candles, this is how it looks. This is why I always say, zoom in, zoom out, and then you will get a better point of your price action, and you will know and you will understand how to read the universal language of price. Candles. The 201 support, below it, we have a gap on the daily that needs to get filled. This gap at the 200 needs to get filled, holding above the yellow zone, the daily yellow zone. And as long as the IWM is above the yellow zone on the daily, we have 4 out of 4 bullish on all time frames. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, don't go anywhere, hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss my top stocks to watch coming this weekend. Sunday, I will post it on my YouTube channel. So, of course, hit the notification bell. Bitcoin, for the time that I'm recording this video, each and every day that goes by, just sliding down slowly, still above the 66,000. Below it, 64 and 62. This is how it looks on the monthly. Look at this. We opened up a new month. On the Bitcoin, last month, last candle, as you can see, 3 months of nothing. The 60 is the support, 73 resistance. We have on the daily this blue trend line that shows us that we are still in a downtrend. Lower highs, not downtrend, but bulls are not so strong since beginning of May. Ethereum, same thing. As you can see on the daily, 37,220 is the support. Basically throughout May, in the past 10 days or so, sideways move. 37,24 needs to hold. Otherwise, 35,30 and then 32,60 on the monthly. This is how it looks. This was April. This was May. Outside candle, engulfing candle on Ethereum. Now on the monthly, the 33.40 is the support. 39.30 is the resistance above it. And we will see once again 48.60 to the upside. Magnificent 7 ETF, the MAGS. Look at the monthly, 8.2%. Better than the SPY. If the SPY on the monthly gave us 5%, the Magnificent 7 ETF gave us 8%. It's not so Magnificent 7, it should be Magnificent 6 or so. We will talk about it. Don't go anywhere. What do we see? Since November, higher highs, higher lows. This is how it looks on the daily. Thursday and Friday, some kind of a pullback, but overall, the 41 holding a nice support, long continuation above the 42, 40, and we will see 44 and 46. On the monthly, we can also take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. And as you can see, on the monthly, the 39.40 is the support, long continuation, and we will see 52 to the upside. Let me know in the comments below. Can we get Magnificent 7 all the way to 52? In the next 7 months. We still have 7 months on 2024. A lot can happen, a lot. But overall, 2024 so far, very bullish. SOXX on the monthly. Let's clean the chart a little bit. On the monthly, gained almost 9.4% with 212 as a support. Below it, we still have these two gaps. We will go over the daily. You will see these two gaps on the daily. Overall, monthly bullish. SOXX 9.4% with 211 as support. Long continuation above 244. And we will see 284. Next, we have on the daily. This is how it looks on the daily. Basically, in the past 7-8 trading days, nothing much. Also, SOXX during Friday went all the way down. Retested the yellow zone as support, went back up above the 234 to the upside. XLU, the strongest sector of them all during May, 9% to the upside. Look at the XLU, almost new all-time high, just inch away from new all-time high on XLU. We had a new all-time high closing on the XLU, but still not a new all-time high intraday. 74 is next, above it 78, 81 and 84. This is how it looks on the daily. 72.70 is the resistance. We have here what we call a broadening formation. This is your broadening formation and the XLU. What is broadening formation? Broadening formation is the only and the one and only true formation how price aggregates, how price moves. Above the 73, we will meet 75 and 79 together with this red line to the upside. TAN, another very strong sector. Look at the monthly May, 19.7% on the monthly and TAN. Overall, if we look left, nothing much. With all this candle, we are still moving sideways between the 38.60 and the 52. Above the 52, we will get a bullish run. In my opinion, we can see also 78 to the upside. So make TAN on your top watch list for June and July. This is how it looks on the daily. Uptrend, bullish on all time frames. The daily above the 49.50, we will see 42 and 46 to the upside. Apple, like, subscribe, don't go anywhere. We have a lot to talk about. Monthly on Apple, this is how it looks. Apple, 13% during May. Selling men go away. Never follow blindly anyone on social media, and it doesn't matter who they are, how many subscribers, how many tweeters, how many, likes or anything else. Do not follow anyone on social media. Every year the same thing. Selling men go away. Apple 13% during May, holding above the 170. Now let's see continuation. And after Friday's closing, this was Friday on Apple, another day, another doji. Now the 193 is the resistance. Above it, new all-time highs. We are heading towards the 201 on the daily, and the monthly we can see 220 and 246 incoming on Apple. Whether it will be 2024, can we get another 21%, more than 21, 27% to the upside in the next 7 months on Apple? Why not? We got ourselves 13% in just 1 month. So in another 7 months, not bad. Apple, now we have Microsoft on the monthly. Microsoft gained 6.8%, but Microsoft since February basically moving sideways between the 385 and the 433. Let's see, breaking above the 435, and on the monthly we can see 494, breaking below the 385, we will see 350. This is how it looks on the daily. We still have a gap at the 400, but look how the yellow zone is acting. Once again, perfect example of why you need the FTI in your chart. One click and you have everything that you need. You have the yellow zone, which is the most important area of support and resistance. Look at here. Thursday was the higher border. The upper border of the yellow zone was support. Friday, the lower border was support. The upper border was resistance. Now let's see where Microsoft is heading on On the weekly, we have lower highs, lower lows. I want to see this gap getting filled, maybe a touch at the 390, and then next leg up. Nvidia on the monthly, look at Nvidia on the monthly, 27% to the upside, super bullish. Now the 930 is the support, below it 750, long continuation above the 1160. We can see 800 on the way up. Can we get it? Another 63% during 2024 Nvidia. Never say never, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Nvidia. Nvidia, since beginning of 2024, from the low to the high, 145%. So another 60%. Just another Tuesday on Nvidia. Can we get the same price action we saw over here? From 134 to 500, can we get it? Same price action to the upside once again. If yes, 1800. Incoming on Nvidia. Meta. Nothing much on the monthly, as you can see. Inside candle on the monthly with 434 is the support. Below it we have this gap on the daily that needs to get filled. We have two very important gaps on Meta. We have this gap at the 484 and we have this gap, the 402, breaking below the lower border. Look how the lower border once again acts as a very important area of support, breaking below it, and then we will see 436, and then this gap will get filled. We have a double top scenario on Meta on the daily. This is how Meta looks on the weekly. In the past 4 weeks, nothing much. The 478 resistance, the 455 support, below it 435. On the monthly, we have an inside candle. Google monthly looking very, very bullish, very good on the monthly. 3 consecutive months, 9, 7.8 and 6% to the upside. Overall now, the 158 is the support. We still have this gap on the daily, 85% chance it will get filled. But for now, as long as Google is above the upper border of the yellow zone, above the 168, Google is going up above the 173, and we will see 178 on the daily and 196 to the upside. Tesla, another day, another doji. Price section of Tesla is getting tighter and tighter. If we take out 1 second the FTI, you can clearly see that we are having a very tight price section on Tesla, breaking below the lower red line. Where are we heading? You can take Fibonacci below this area, below the 172. We will see 165, 1457, and then this gap at the 147, breaking above the upper red line, above the 182. We will see 188 and 190. And of course, you can just put the FTI on your chart, and the FTI will give you everything that you need for future price action, resistance, and support. This is how Tesla looks on the monthly. Inside candle, inside doji, no price action whatsoever, breaking below the 167, 139 and 100, incoming to the downside on Tesla. AMD on the monthly, recovering with 5.4% to the upside, bounced off the 50% retracement. Let's take Fibonacci on AMD on the monthly a little bit closer. I want to take it from here. Now, let's take it a little bit closer. Swing low, swing high, inside the yellow zone. High of the month, the upper border of the yellow zone. Low of the month, the lower border of the yellow zone. Breaking below the 144, 124 incoming. Let's see long continuation, bullish continuation above the 175, and then we will see 198 and 227 to the upside. This is how it looks on the daily. Now we can take Fibonacci a little bit wider. Look at this. The upper border of the yellow zone acting as a very important area of support since May 16th. Every time bears tried, failed to break inside, bulls and the yellow zone hold as a very important area of support. Above the 167, we will see 174 and 183. To the upside, like, subscribe, don't go anywhere. We still have many things to talk about. Look at SMCI, trend lines. Once you know the trend lines, and once you know how to draw trend lines, look left, trade right. Look at these trend lines on SMCI. Lower lows, lower highs, all the way from beginning of March, already almost 3 months of downtrend on SMCI. So is it time to go long on SMCI? Put the FTI on your chart and it will give you the answer. Bearish on all time frames. Amazon on the monthly, this is how it looks. We still have a gap over here. Nothing much. 3 months of sideways move with 168 as support. Below it 149. Are we going to get the same price action we saw on Amazon during 2020 and 2021? Are we going to see the same price action over here all the way to 2025? For now, 3 consecutive dojis on the monthly, which means from Amazon, for now, we stay away. This is how it looks on the weekly. Same thing, 175 holding a support. Below it, we will see 163. On the daily, broke below the yellow zone, broke below this downtrend channel, closed the gap with a doji. Now let's see, can we get June and the beginning of June, Monday, we have new day, new week, new month. Doesn't happen always. It happens sometimes. It's very nice to see a new monthly candle, new weekly candle, new daily candle, and of course new 5 minutes, 65 minutes candles. All this opening at the same time, Monday, 9:30 a.m. Netflix on the monthly, very, very bullish month. 16.5% on the month, super bullish. Not an outside candle. Now the 574 area is the support. Long continuation, and we are heading back. New all-time highs. Look at this V-shape recovery on Netflix. Super bullish, above new all-time highs, and we will see 850 and 1033. This is how it looks on the daily. In the past week or so, nothing much on Netflix. Held strong above the 634. Now 663 is the next resistance. Above it, 693 and 710. To the upside, last but not least, Shopify with one of the worst months, 15.7% to the downside. Last time it happened, it was September 2023. Can we get a recovery on Shopify? For now, if we clean the chart a little bit, no long on Shopify. We do have here a monthly trend line. Let's see if it's holding. Broke below it. We can take the trend line over here. But still holding, barely holding this trend line. We can go to the daily. As you can see, since beginning of May, broke to the downside, holding nice above the 56.70. We can put the FTI. The FTI gives us everything that we need. You see, this is the support. Next resistance, the 61.40. Weekly close above the 61.40. And the Fibonacci-Traders elite team of traders, we will reassess maybe above the 61.40. We'll start taking long on Shopify. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, educational. If yes, hit the like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. More videos coming up during this weekend. Until the next video, enjoy the rest of your weekend.